What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. Mary Jane TV Creations in the building. Let's talk about basketball wives. We have Shaunie. She showed up. She's in the building. She's at Evelyn's birthday, house weekend or whatever the case may be, and she's feeling a certain type of way because she's telling the girls because Brandy lets Shaunie know that Jennifer has invited her to her Vegas wedding, and Shaunie was like, I don't know why that girl keep trying to come around here with that in this circle. Then Shaunie also said she ain't coming up in here, and Jennifer definitely did not come up in there. And then I think Ty said, oh, well, that's why they went out there, they're gonna stop her from coming in here. So Jennifer basically is being iced out. That's what it seemed like, so Jennifer went against the grain. She went against Evelyn, and now Evelyn's best friend is gonna put her foot down and basically tell her to kick rocks pretty soon. And then we have Brandy. Brandy basically trying to befriend Jennifer and not try to choose a side. She's catching them strays, and plus she should have never invited Jennifer to Evelyn's birthday house. She just shouldn't, because she she wasn't gonna like that, even though Jackie feels like, when it comes to Jennifer, that she should be there, but that ain't the case. Now we have Evelyn. She's telling the group, she's telling the crew that when it comes to Jennifer fiance or her husband Christian, that his auntie be harassing her. She got Twitter fingers and she be talking all types of mess and doing all types of stuff. Blase ain't the third. So basically, Jennifer's name is Ish on that wall, and they ain't rocking with Jennifer. If they do want to rock with Jennifer, they really can't. Like, if they want to be neutral, they really can't, because when it comes to Evelyn, she wants them to defend her and be on her side. Like, girl, the girl wants to be with a no good man that's gonna rob her and steal from her and everything else, allegedly, and she's gonna end up with cake on her face, or she's gonna end up with mud on her face. That's her business. But does that mean she should lose her job? I guess so. And Shaunie said, I don't know why she try to come around in this circle, with that no good man, or coming around in a circle, defending that no good man. Like, child, you know the writing is on the wall. And Brandy right now, she done put herself in the mix in the middle, because she wants to be friends with Jennifer and be cool with Jennifer at the same time, being cool with Evelyn. But Evelyn's feeling a certain type of way. You play on my birthday, and now you don't invite Jennifer to the house. It's supposed to be all about me, and why would you do that? So are we not gonna have Jennifer around in a circle, or is it just because it's your birthday house you don't want her there? Okay, so it is what it is. And it seems like Shaunie don't want her there either. And right now, Brandy is feeling the pressure, because she invited Jennifer, and that was the wrong move to make, especially when she was trying to get a little close to Evelyn by throwing her a birthday bash, and now it backfired and it's all up in her face. And then it's backfiring on Brandy, that she was out here flirting with Ty, even though Ming shouldn't be that insecure. But the girls need a storyline. So right now, Brandy, you on the out, so you and Jennifer going to be the storyline. You's going to be the rag dolls of the show until you ain't on the show no more. So it is what it is. And so, when it comes to Shaunie, she's like questioning Brandy, like, what's going on, Brandy? Why is this girl showing up here? Like, what's going on? Then Brandy's basically saying, well, she just came here just to talk to me and Jackie. That's it. And Blase ain't a third. And, she's feeling like, okay. And Brandy's looking like, okay, I'm dealing with this crap again. And Shaunie's looking like, we back here again. And we already know Shaunie and Evelyn really don't like Brandy like that. They got tons of reasons why they can choose, to be nasty towards her, or choose not to give her grace, or choose to just be like, you know what, girl, see you later. So in any event, Brandy is answering these questions, and she lets Ty know that she's invited to Jennifer's wedding. She lets, Shaunie know that she's invited to the wedding as well. But it is what it is. Brandy feels bad now. She feels like, oh, I shouldn't have invited her to the house, because this is not a good look. Shaunie's here. This is just bad. The girls got a reason, or I gave them a reason to use against me. And so basically she said that, it is what it is. My hands are washed. My hands is clean. She's not in the house. I should have got approval first. Blase in a third. And Ming goes, your hand is not washed or clean. I was like, Ming, why you gotta throw it at the girl? Like, this is easy food for Ming at this point. And right now, Brandy, you already know Brandy will go off. She goes from a 0 to 100. So it ain't gonna be too much she's gonna be able to deal with. And Brandy right now is trying to promote her brand, her dishware, her potware, and her seasonings, and her cookbook. And right now this might be her only chance to do it on Basketball Wives on VH1, child. It's a whole mess out here in these streets. And Shaunie is just not feeling the whole situation. Shaunie's not feeling Jennifer even being around. And, we got Jackie daughter. She's doing too much. You know what I mean? So we got the next day, Jackie daughter. She comes back. She left the birthday house and went to go stay with her kids. Then came back and now she's on one. She's drinking mimosa. And she's just feeling a certain type of way. She's just so enthralled. She's just so upset. She's just so mad at Brandy. Like, girl, it ain't even your birthday. It ain't even your wedding. They ain't even your friends. Why are you all up in the mix? Because you want some showtime. You call your mother out for being, loud and stirring the pot. You stirring the pot. You know what I mean? You stirring the pot. You got yourself ready and you feel like right now being on Team Evelyn and Team Shaunie is a team I want to be on, so I can be on this show too as well. I can bring value, not under my mother, but on my own accord. And we already know that when it comes to Chantel, she got the baby. She showed the baby photo. She wants her baby to be modeling. And so now her baby was on TV. Her baby was on the show. We showed her pictures so that can be in the baby's portfolio. So she's still mad. She's still on one. And also when it comes to Ming, she's still feeling a certain type of way because she think Brandy want her girlfriend. Brandy want her man. And plus Brandy's easy food because you're not going to get any pushback from any of the other girls about, coming at Brandy. You know what I mean? So it's a whole crazy situation, child. And then we get to the point where now all the ladies are eating together. Shaunie's there. All the ladies are there except for Jennifer. And basically they're kind of calling out, Brandy, like, did you sleep well? Did you sleep good? When it comes to Ming and Chantel, they basically feel a certain type of way about Brandy inviting, Jennifer to the house. It's over with. Jennifer didn't even come to the house. Can we move on? Can we move forward? Can you let it go? Or you just like your mama? And Ming, she's just gonna keep holding on because she feel like Brandy is coming for her. And plus, people might be intimidated because Brandy's really naturally beautiful. And when it comes to Ming, she ain't that. Everything with her is plastic. Okay, she is homemade. She's a builder, you know what. 304. So they was like, did you sleep well? Brandy was like, I slept like a baby. And then Jackie daughter was like, oh, it's usually the people that start mess sleeps like a baby. They sleep well. They sleep this. So, you got Ming. You have, Chantel, coming for, Brandy. Is an easy plot because there's no storyline going on. Well, Ming has a storyline with Ty. Ty is connected to Brandy, which Brandy is making Ming jealous. So it is what it is. Okay. Lord have mercy. And so now the girls are getting ready. The ones that are going to the wedding was just Jackie, Ming, and Ty, and Brandy. And Brandy come out in this outfit. She's T, body T, face T, hair T, makeup T. She look beautiful. She look good. She got it going on. But yes, wearing this to a wedding is a little bit too much. But for the wedding that they went to, this was A-okay. This is a whole mess. And then Shaunie says, to Brandy, like, you going in the church like that? You going into a wedding like that? You going to the chapel like that? You wouldn't be going to my wedding if it was mine like that. You would be sent away. You would be turned around. And so Brandy was like, I look good. I look fine. Ain't no, the wedding I'm going to, this is fine. This is A-okay. And then, Brandy got her hands up in the air. She's going back and forth. It looked like she's just playing. And she, doing a little Kit Kat, a little cattiness, a little, moving your hands, talking with your hands. And Evelyn is in the background talking about, girl, do you want to go home? Because do you want another one of them? We don't need your services anymore. No need for your services anymore. So basically, Brandy's on the chopping block. They're about to throw Brandy to the streets. Okay. And she was like, you putting your hands up too much. You want to go home. So you already know Brandy and Jennifer are on their way out the door, and we're stuck with the rest of these ladies. Like, Basketball Wives had so many different Basketball Wives that were so good that didn't make it because they wasn't cool with Evelyn. So it is what it is. You know, when your best friend run the show, she run the show. Then we got Evelyn over here. She being so sarcastic, and she's basically trying to let Ty know, like, oh, you're going over there to that wedding as a flip flop. And you know, Evelyn feels a certain type of way because the girls are going to Jennifer's wedding. She feels like everybody should abandon, you know, Jennifer and stay with her and celebrate her birthday weekend, and that's it. That's all. And by you going over there, you a traitor. So it's like you can't even move around like you want to. You can't even be cool and just, you know, enjoy. You gotta pick a side, pick a team over some ish that don't even make no sense. Okay, her husband is this, her husband is that. You don't put it out there. So whatever he do, that's on Jennifer and that man. And Jennifer's gonna end up wherever she ends up with him. Okay, but doesn't mean that she gotta lose her job because she's dating a no good man. That means a lot of women will lose their job, like, child. So she's over here calling Ty a flip flop, basically letting Ty know, you know, you don't stray too far, don't get too cute. And so we got Jackie. She's at the chapel, and she's sending videos to the other girls that didn't go, and she's kind of being shady. And Jackie, like, the place is making her itch, like the place is making her crawling, and she's like, you know, sending videos to the other girls, basically kind of like making fun of Jen on low key, saying that she's just letting the girls know what she know, that these girls don't rock with Jen, so don't send them the video. But Jackie's trying to play both sides, you know, and it's gonna blow up in her face, and like it usually does. It is what it is. And so, you know, they're like, I can't believe Jennifer's doing this. Jennifer's here. Jennifer's almighty. Jennifer is so classy, so sophisticated. She's this, she's that, and she's here at this chapel. Yes, she is, child. When you fall in love, when you're needy, and when you want a family, this is what happens to you. Like, you'll pick what comes knocking at your door, and if it's a little bit good and it fills a little bit of your emptiness, you're gonna take it for what it's worth. And then we get the auntie. We got Christian's auntie. She come through, and basically she said, yeah, I'm the auntie that talked the mess. I'm the auntie that come after her. I sent her my addy. She can come through and we can do this. Okay. And she's also saying that Evelyn needs to go see a gynecologist, and I'll tell you why. Then we got Ming talking about, I know this lady, I can't believe she acting like this, child. It's a whole mess. Then we got Christian. He comes through and he's checking Brandy. Brandy's getting checked left and right. People coming at Brandy left and right. You know what I mean? I bet she wish she didn't invite Jennifer. I bet she probably wished now that she wasn't on Jennifer's team or cordial. So they're like, Lord have mercy. Kristen checks her and basically like, I love Jennifer, this and that, and you choosing sides and you choosing team. I love this woman. Don't you want her to be happy? All that other craziness. And so Brandy was like, listen, I already talked to Jennifer that I'm gonna mind my business and stay out of it. She love it, I love it. Okay. Christian was like, okay, then it's all good. And then, you know, the wedding looks kind of sad. It's like, oh my God, you can't believe that Jennifer's in this pink red car Cadillac with Elvis, mini Elvis, as the girls were saying. And you know, she looks nice, but we know how she usually carry herself. Money. This is a girl I ain't never seen a food stamp. Okay. So now a lot of people haven't seen food stamps because, you know, food stamps are not out there like that on paper. So it's just like it maybe it's a change in Jennifer where she wants to, you know, be submissive and have fun, bring a storyline, and also please Christian as well. Or do she really want to do this, or she just doing it because he convinced her to do this, or she think this is the best thing to do? In any event, she said that she happy. It is what it is. But she could have still dated that man and she didn't have to marry him, child. And so they get married. Lord have mercy. And so it is what it is, child. Jennifer is jumping off the bridge. She's jumping off the cliff. She don't want to hear nothing. Okay, but hopefully she keeps her job. In any event, Jennifer kind of got protection, which is Christian. So, you know, he's going to have her back. He helps her with a storyline and all of the other good stuff. Because at the end of the day, Evelyn ain't never forgave Jennifer for talking about her daughter. And so we get to this part where the ladies, they go out on a field trip to do some activities. And so we have, you know, Evelyn basically talking about Jackie being a mother, you know, after, you know, Chantel leaves this setting and go get some tea with Denise. Denise doesn't like Brandy at all. She's basically saying Brandy's shady. Don't trust her. It is what it is. And, so Chantel be putting Jackie be acting responsible. Jackie knows how to act when she's around her daughter. Her daughter don't play around. Jackie hasn't seen or met her daughter's husband. You know, Chantel's husband or anything. Like, there's boundaries, this and that. And then Shaunie was like, yeah, maybe she's putting in boundaries and Jackie's respecting them. And then you got Evelyn talking about, oh no, child, it's because Jackie wasn't around, and how Jackie raised them. So you could see that, things are different. Things are not kumbaya between them, because they don't probably forgive Jackie for how she raised them and how she was out here with Doug. The whole story about Jackie being with Doug everywhere. So now we have Evelyn talking about Jackie's motherhood, and it's like, basically letting Jackie know, putting it out there, that Jackie can be on a chopping block, and another topic can be Jackie mothering and how she mothered her daughters. And Evelyn already went with this with the other daughter, so now it seems like if Jackie get out of line, Evelyn's going to use Chantel to basically go against her mother and embarrass her and use it as a storyline. Okay, that's where that's going. And so then we get to the whole situation where we at the dinner. The dinner's not going so well, because guess what? Evelyn is not happy because people are not defending her. Then we have Shaunie. Shaunie's feeling a whole type of way because she's not liking Brandy's attitude. And she's saying Brandy's attitude the whole time that when she came in contact with Brandy, has been stank. She's been talking to Evelyn. Evelyn gave her the scoop. So now Brandy's the bad person because she invited Jennifer. Yes, she made a mistake, but there's no grace. It's like, we're going to run this into the mud. We're going to make this girl the worst girl in the world because she invited Jennifer, the one that started the mess, because she wanted to bring all the receipts that he ain't this, he ain't that. All you got to do is say it once, he ain't no good, and this is what the people told me, and if she want to stay with him, you keep it moving. You know what I mean? Now you're trying to force the girl to leave the man, and if she don't leave the man, she can't be a part of the group. But a whole situation. Then we got Shaunie that tells Brandy to her face that the whole time I've been here, your attitude has been stank. And then Chantel, she jumps into the whole situation, and Chantel jumps into the situation as far as, why are we here for? Isn't this Evelyn's birthday weekend? I wanted to make sure that this is all about Evelyn. Why are we talking about this? Why is Jennifer? Because Jennifer is getting married, and she wanted some people to come, and she was going to Vegas instead of the other girls stand behind. Brandy decided to bring the rest of you girls on, which production probably told her to do, and pay for everything, of course. So in any event, Chantel wants to make it be known that Brandy's the bad person, Brandy this, Brandy that. So she's mad at Brandy because Brandy invited Jennifer. Then also Brandy didn't back down to, Chantel talks to her mother any way that she want to talk to her mother. Okay, she could be nice and sweet and humble to her mother. Then the next minute, she's poking at her mother, or she's talking bad about her mother to her brother on telephone, on national TV. Okay, so in any event, this is a whole mess. And so, when it comes to Miss Brandy, she was like, girl, mind your business. Girl, mind your business. I'm not your child. Stay in a child's place. And then it was like, whoa. She was like, what? Everybody's like, what? She's like, yeah, stay out of grown folks' business. Stay in a child's place. Like, Lord have mercy. And so she's feeling a certain type of way, and she wants to go in. I guess she's going to go in. And then we have Jackie. Jackie lets Evelyn know that the auntie said that Evelyn needs to go see a gynecologist. And then Evelyn was like, what? What you talk about a gynecologist? What about Jennifer? A long time ago, Jennifer had a yeast infection that was so bad she had to go to the hospital. It was open like a blowfish. Like, child, Lord have mercy. You was down there looking. Jennifer opened her legs and let you look in there. Your friendship was real tight, huh? Did she show you pictures? And so, and then Evelyn's like, how come you guys didn't defend me? Did you guys stand up for me? Did you guys check her? Jackie was like, that would escalate the situation, and I apologize if I didn't do what you wanted me to do, was stand up for you. Like, I'm telling you, people gotta walk on eggshells to deal with Evelyn. Okay, nobody fighting your battle. You and auntie going at it. That's it. They don't have to defend you. You ain't their ace boon coon. You ain't best friends. You ain't grow up together. You know what I mean? You don't sleep over each other's houses and go on personal vacations that you're not being paid for to go on together. Like, come on. So in any event, Brandy felt like she shouldn't have said anything about it. So now Evelyn was like, y'all fake as F, fake as F, fake as F. Because I would have stood up. I would have said something. Y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all didn't say nothing for me. Like, girl, what are they supposed to do? Like, jump on a sword for you while you ain't even there. If you had something to say, you could have showed up, baby. Okay, you should have been there. If you wanted to use it, you could have showed up. You could have crashed the wedding. Okay. And then, Jackie is Jackie. So it's going to be what it's going to be.